Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
Hello there, Brocky. How are you doing? And welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? Sorry I'm taking so long. I'm just sorting a couple of things out and then I'll be ready. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's all going well. Just currently, at the moment, well, not that I'm promoting smoking or anything, but I'm just rolling my cigarette ready. Yeah, we'll be doing the Sayaka investigation and the class trial in this video. Yeah, so how was everybody's day doing anyway? All good? Okay. I think I'm nearly ready now. Copy that, paste it in there, and post, and approve, share, cross post, and I'll put it as discussion, because I don't know what else it's supposed to be. Okay, that's that. Okay, close that, and that down. Alright, so we're gonna head into it now. Have you already seen Danganronpa, Brocky? So the game would jump straight into the investigation. Alright, so we just have a Junko on the floor here. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like we do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Damn it, why is this happening? No way. I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you. God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. King fucking Neptune. Jesus Christ. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you gonna help investigate, Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Well, you're not going to be doing any investigating either, are you? Okay, let's leave. Boom. Okay, first place to head would be my room. Yeah. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime. My room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Alright, we'll start off with Sakura. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey!
I'm not trying to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I'll follow your lead. I see. Dr. Mondo.
By the way...
You know, I realised something whilst I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
You son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman as scumbag deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead.
So if I find the son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Well, I guess that's that then. Let's have a quick chat to Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it. So this must be my key room. Room key, even. If I remember correctly. Ah, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, we switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get in the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it, or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So, how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright. This is the replica sword I brought, back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it was coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off on parts of the blade. The handle? Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica Sword has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright. Huh? Look at the lint roller. It looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see something dirty in my room and decided to clean up a little? This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, the sword's been taken out, so it's just a sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if somebody used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you'd do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of a fight. So why are the scratches on the sheath? Replica Sword sheath has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright, can we do a trash can? There we go. It's the display stand the sword was on. No. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I hadn't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
No one's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys had opened their toolkits yet, cause like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. A surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in a room right next to you, and there'd be no way you could know.
Well,
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added. Okay, let's check the bathroom. I should look around here first. I can check the other spots later. Am I missing something? There are scratches and gouges on the walls and bed, that evidence of a struggle. Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in the room. Our rooms are completely soundproof, remember? If anything happened, there's no way you'd know.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. Have I missed something? The monitor? Yeah, it's just one of the monitors. Do we check the door? Okay, I still need to look for other parts. Okay, I've done the bed, the sword, that. Done. Okay, do we talk to these guys again?
Hey.
Okay, not that.
By the way,
You know, we realised something on guard duty. Yeah.
you son. Yo.
Okay, do we check the trash can now then? No. Okay, do I... Oh, blast.
Hey.
Do we talk to Kyoko again? Hey, Kyoko.
what are you...
Isn't it obvious? I'm so...
Did you lose a...
Listen.
Are you a clean freak? Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room has been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's a question, isn't it? Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright, now can I check the bathroom? The bathroom, and on the other side of this door. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. The water from the showers gets turned off at night time. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Written in blood, there were numbers 11037. Did Sayaka do this? I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's not the time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's some sort of glittery there, on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger. But that's it. The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless. So how come only a left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. The stab wounds in her stomach is what killed her. So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how could her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is where her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay, leaving the bathroom.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. That's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote those numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have only wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not gonna tell me. Dying message has been added to the truth bullets. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better than to ask the ultimate programmer?
Makoto.
There's only one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to truth bullets.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob? What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver on it or something to unscrew it. Whatever it is, it's obvious that this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then, apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it? Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob has been added to the truth bullets. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into the murder weapon, where that might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks. If you'll even talk to me, that is. Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Ooh. I've talked to you a lot.
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Grr. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switched rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file says Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizono doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Huh? This is Sayaka's room, but the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all the effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing were totally pointless. But why would anybody do that? Dorm nameplates have been added to the truth bullets. Can I actually go in the room? Yes, let's go. There can only be one thing in her trash can. Yup, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Nothing here. Oh, same again. Leave the area? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to head to the AV room first. Down here. There we go. Oh, let's have a chat to Taka first.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything.
Got it!
Forget everything I just said. Forget beam. Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do joke sometimes. Ha ha ha. Indeed. Well, goodbye, Taka. Nice knowing you. Alright, let's play this DVD. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play, and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and centre, was the face I recognised all too well. Sayaka. She was there, amongst with her friends she had been so important... She was there, along with a friend she had said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of a crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everybody knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Can I play on anyone else's? No, never mind then. Okay, leave the area. Is anyone here to have a chat to? Ah, Celeste. So, did you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Okay then, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
Ugh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of a crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. The trash room? It is the perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem. Which is?
as for me...
That place is filthy. I would rather die than step foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... Alright, I'll just go to the trash room. Which is... through here. Down here. And around here. There we go. There's a hatch on the floor. The door won't budge, it must be locked. And I got a coin. Nice. It looks like some kind of switch. I wonder what it does. Got another coin. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of a line. The trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
This is stupid. I'd be faster just to go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Shut the fuck up. Okay, cleaning duty has been added. So we are now going to ask everybody. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't had the chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go!
Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key to the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going through all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can just throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words,
Actually, Anyone who kills a student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar. I know why you did it.
Is it, like...
You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
there's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D, and then turn to...
Completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them for picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? Ugh, that's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic. Hifumi, since you are on cleaning duty, I have a favour to ask you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it!
Okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They say he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled the key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt!
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you've left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, just hurry up and keep looking. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it's been used by some kind of glass bowl, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah, is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on some big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. Didn't Tsumugi Shirigane mention that in Danganronpa V3? I swear that's very familiar. Anyway. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular bowl belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should still be at the gem. I'd better go find out for sure. Shattered crystal ball has been added to the truth bullets. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they are related to the big mechanism. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of a trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. Did you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a perfectly simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty to make sure you learn all this before you leave. Okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realise what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No. You said that when you were last here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how was that possible? Incinerator has been added. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Fucking Ollie for me, dickhead. Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is part of the sleeve of a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there's a lot of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off, and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living out of his comic book fantasies. Alright, where's the next place I need to go? Oh yeah, I need to go to the gym, don't I? To speak to Hiro. Come on, Hiro. Where are you? There you are. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? Oh, no, 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 I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now, I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Huh? That's my crystal ball. But it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So, how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shatter crystal ball has been added. Thanks, Zero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask. How much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for my fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. Million? That's pretty cheap actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. You know something? I don't feel bad for him either. I think he's an absolute idiot. Alright. So, where now? Laundry room, maybe? Which is somewhere down here, I think. Yeah, it is. There we are. There's some magazines laying around. No help there. There's a swimsuit hanging out to dry, but it has nothing to do with what's going on. Got a coin now. Oh god, am I gonna have to check all of these? It's a washing machine with nothing to do with the case. I literally can't remember if any of the washing machines have anything to do with it. I don't think so, but... Oh, got a coin. Hey. Nope. Nope. And the last one. Okay, so the vending machine's still there. Still doesn't have any way of helping solve the case either. Okay, so there shouldn't be anything here then. Oh yeah, the knife. I've got to investigate where the knife came from, which should be the kitchen. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh, no, I'm taking a break actually. I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Sus! Anyway. Well, we know it's not her, but whatever. And... boom. There's all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So where did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well...
Well, I went to get some tea in the kitchen last night. and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Awie's account has been added. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not. I would never. I keep missing, but at least I was able to catch some of this. No worries there, man. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hina, do you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends from one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Well, that's the end of the investigation.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Yes, let's do that.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. Awesome time until class trial time. Nice. Oh yeah. Favourite bit. No, where I have to go. And here we go. So, any theories who killed her? You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. Oh, fucking have you, Kiyotaka Ishimaru. I bet you were afraid to be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Jesus, man. So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both knew that all too well. But then, who is the killer? 11037. Indeed. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Okay, let's have a quick chat through all of these, see what we say. So whoever stuck us here took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? Apparently so.
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future. Wise words. Let's get started.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka will want us to find out who killed her?
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
What the heck?
I can't help but wonder whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Being so insolent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready?
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Why, what did you do, Leon? What was your job? So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naigi's final curtain call. Oof. So, that's that then. I guess I had no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well,
Let us begin.
Yes.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I will find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed, and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh,
Rather than that, isn't it more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. We're standing, not sitting. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Okay, I'm just going to get another quick cup of coffee, so I'll put the be right back screen on, and I shall be back in a moment. Give me about, say, within 5 minutes, something like that, and I'll be back. Be right back, guys. Alright, I am back. So, to put the live screen back on. Just roll myself a quick cigarette and then we can begin. I'll save the game, of course. Okay, well, I suppose we need to set some skills, don't we? We have Melodious Voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle, costs 3 SP. Okay, I'll go with that. Even slow combos will increase the tempo. Effective during the bullet time battle, costs 4 SP. I'll take that too, why ever not. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Is that automatically set? Yeah. That's cool. I don't think I need to go through all the evidence and stuff like that because, well, I've done the game before many times. And, well, I've only just done the investigation, so just give me one quick second and I'll be ready to start. Oh yeah, I should ask as well, how is the stream quality? I mean, is it good? Is it bad? I mean, like, is it fuzzy or anything like that? Seems fine to you. Okie dokie then. Okay, I guess I should begin. Finish preparations. Let's go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Yeah, Kiyotaka. Nice.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Yeah, Taka is a bean. Taka's one of the best beans, though.
Friendship penetrates?
I fucking hate Ifumi, though. It does me trade.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about anything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Sure, Monokuma, good dodge. No kidding. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I will in this case, actually. Because I know that in all three games it's slightly different. Alright, fair enough. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Hold on one sec. Hold on. Damn, I was hoping I could actually turn their voices up and the music down. But I don't think I can do that now. No, I don't think I can. Oh well.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Yes, you did. Dickhead. Oh, it's a bit mean calling Chihiro a dickhead now.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Oh, that's right. Chihiro never left the fucking gym.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
This game doesn't let you do that, only outside of trials. Yeah.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
It should be.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. That should have been obvious as well, just by looking at the scene. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
But not only any kitchen knife, but an M&S kitchen knife. Oh, for those that don't live in the UK, you might not get that. Never mind.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yep, Gordon Ramsay's knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Sure it did, Leon. Sure it did.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it,
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. No, I'll go with it. Ali's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No!
Bullshit, Soko. Bullshit. Oh, the trial music's
Okay, wait.
great.
Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some teeth in the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared whilst you were drinking in your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Yeah, sure.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Yeah, idiot swimmer girl?
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
Oof.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Yo, how are you doing there, man? Welcome to the screen. Scorecrow. I'll just call you Scorecrow for short. How are you doing?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Well?
Just spit it out already.
Yeah, spit it out.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Nice one, Kuwata.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
What a dick.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
And you didn't think to mention that sooner?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Thank you, Byakuya.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone's who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife in the kitchen was... Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
Oh, shut up, Toko.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn. If I don't look for something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Yeah, serious Uno reverser. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? No. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Yeah, why, Leon?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob that goes on the door, Yasuhiro. Fuck's sake.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Yeah, that's very true. Hiro was too chicken shit to investigate. Twat.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? No. Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Correct.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
Oh no, that's it.
And finally,
Oh,
the
blast.
culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
I honestly think Sayaka was stabbed first, ran into the bathroom, shut the door. Leon tried to get in, maybe to save it, but it was too late. I would say, you think Leon stabbed Sayaka in the main room? But then again, there was no trail of blood, was there? That's the only problem. There's no trail of blood in the main room leading to the bathroom.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong.
There's no locks on the boys' doors.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime is that we didn't know is the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
Shut up, you Hifumi.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Go ahead, Aoi. What's your question? Oh, you like Hifumi? Well, I don't hate him, but I tolerate him.
Oh, you...
Wow, Celeste.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
That is how I feel. I tolerate Hifumi. He isn't that bad. Could be way worse, like Teru. Oh, I fucking hate Teru with a passion. I truly, truly do. I've actually photoshopped an image of yeah, I have actually photoshopped an image of Teru. I'm just going to see really quickly if I can pick it up. Just give me one quick moment, chat. Won't take me long. Yes, there we go. Okay, just going to add the image now. Add a new source. I'll just call it Teru. Okay, so it's here, and then There we go. I'll expand it a bit as well. I've got a jar of dirt and a photoshopped picture of Teru Teru in the jar. That's how much I despise him. Aoi, the only girl in the series that can canonically wear pants. Actually, I think you could be right there. Yeah, because they all wear skirts, don't they? Apart from Aoi. Oh, and who's the blonde little shit in the second game? The one that wears a kimono. There's her as well, isn't there? She wears a kimono rather than But yeah, pants. Definitely, definitely just Aoi, I think. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Hiyoko, that's it. Thank you very much, Augur. The only character I actually hate is Haiji. Haiji. Oh, from Ultra Despair Girls, the paedophile. Yes. Can't say I'm very fond of him either.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
You know something? Hifumi is actually sounding more and more like an antagonist. I never noticed it the last few times I was playing the game, but I'm really starting to pick up on a few things that Hifumi is saying. And it's making me really, really sus. I mean, I did mention it last stream as well, that he was spending a lot of time with Junko Enoshima, or being very close by to her. It seems sus. He is actually worse than Teru Teru. Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. Definitely.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular, because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in, because... Switching rooms, is that it? Yeah.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Hifumi was MVP in Trial 2 though. You might have a point actually. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Indeed.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oof.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
There's a theory that Hifumi is also the mastermind, and he was the one who actually killed Sayaka. Well, have you seen the Danganronpa Decadence picture? Kinda like where Hifumi looks quite evil and malevolent on it. And people have started saying he's the mastermind. I think there might actually be something to that. I mean, I'm not sure about him actually killing Sayaka exactly, but I think he is involved. He's definitely involved somehow. Okay, I can't say definite because it could be just me going off on the bandwagon here, but I think there is something there, but obviously till Danganronpa Decadence comes out, I suppose we won't know. Oh, by the way, when Danganronpa Decadence does come out, I will be streaming this to YouTube as well. Ifumi is going to be the Dojin writer for the summer camp game, guarantee. Maybe have a point. Simp for Kokichi and Nagito and Lonely Max Simp 1. I love Makoto. Welcome to the stream, Bear. I'm not exactly sure what to call you for short. Just calling you a simp isn't good. But, KNL for Kokichi Nagito Lonely Max. KNL, that actually sounds pretty cool. Alright, you are now known as KNL. Oh, you can call you Sam? Okie dokie. So, anyway, on with the game. Why would you lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Sayaka. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Sayaka tried to kill Leon because he was easy to trick, because he wanted to be a musician and was girl crazy. Yeah, I think Leon had a bit of a crush on Sayaka as well.
And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Hey, thank you very much for the follow there. Not a follow, a subscription, isn't it, for YouTube. So I used to be a Twitch streamer as well, so I keep saying follow when it should be subscribe. Kyoko really is best bean. She really is. She's the best girl.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Sayaka writes like a 5-year-old now. And that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
Why didn't he say that at the beginning? They have to drag things out, I guess.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
You lying little shit. Of course it would have Ifumi.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Ugh. Only into AIs and Celeste. Yeah. They make an interesting couple.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Correct. We did
You
switch
know,
rooms.
The place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says,
I don't think Celeste likes Hifumi at all.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Mondo standing there, shout for quite some time. Yeah, he's been pretty pissed off for a long time, hasn't he?
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
What if Makoto actually did switch the nameplates? Obviously he didn't, but what if he did? How badly would have that thrown off the investigation at that point? Is Mondo ever not pissed? He's never happy, is he? Well, occasionally.
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms
I got it!
had to be Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check for nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Look at Leon. He looks very, on edge, should we say.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there is no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Leon is as subtle as a stab wound in the chest in a bathroom. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, why would you say that? Oh, dearie me.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
No, it's traces of pee. Leon attempted to piss on the wrist to heal it. Of course it's gold.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the Replica Sword.
Indeed.
You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Oh, Yasuhiro. Bold. What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-star. Oh, shut up. Let's go. Ifumi as Venerator. Indeed.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she
Oh
had
shit, I
hidden
missed it,
away.
haven't I?
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting for the culprit, and that's when the
sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
That was me just staring at the screen like an idiot, not reacting to it.
Actually,
Bruh.
no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I love how he said why, not quietly. Yeah.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Ah, yeah, her spotless palms.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Who's my favourite character? Out of Trigger Happy Havoc, it would definitely have to be Kyoko. In Danganronpa 2, it would have to be... I would say probably Nagito. And then the third one, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of like a cross between Maki, Shuichi and Kaede, I would say.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
So who's everybody's favourite character here in all three games?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yes, Toko, that's exactly it.
That's not it at all.
The water had to be off because it was night time.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m.
Kyoko, Gundam, and
In other words,
Kokichi.
at
Nice.
nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
Good
right?
choices.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower lately.
Toko, you dirty, dirty cow. You're a Nagito fan too, and you like Shuichi. Nice.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
Fucking Aliphobe.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Toko is good at burns, yeah. So for you, Sam, it's Makoto, Nagito, or Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko really does have a good redemption arc though, doesn't he? And Kokichi or Shuichi. Yeah, I think Kokichi was a fantastic antagonist. He was brilliant.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
Took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
Yeah, Makoto is pretty good. Top 5 character for you. Yeah.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But
Leon.
for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Yeah, Leon looking sus there.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Oh yeah, the dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
no, it's wrong!
Poor Makoto. Yeah, he proper simped for
There
Sayaka.
still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question about Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. Left index finger. Boom.
Got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
You should have kept your mouth shut, Leon. Indeed, he should have. Shame on him.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Makoto is punched, insulted, framed, nearly killed, nearly executed, constantly insulted. Poor guy has it rough in the game compared to Hajime or Shuichi. Makoto really got sent through the ringer. I agree with that. He definitely has been through a tough time.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Mondo.
Little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it. It's no use. I just don't know now.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
Yeah, Shuichi did lose all of his friends. I don't know, I mean, he's friends with Himiko and Maki, right? I mean, he lost his girlfriend. Well, probably would have been girlfriend to be, of course.
So, whose name did she write?
Leon. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Right, it's curtains for you, bitch.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Some fucking coincidence, you lying little shit.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
So smart.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, the hair. Oh, that. Yeah.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
Leon has pretty eyes.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on there.
To be fair, he does have nice eyes.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Same with Mondo.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt pieces of her button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it if we need to pay attention in order to figure out who is responsible. How it was disposed of.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Do you?
You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. Baseball player. Absolutely.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use a glass ball in a certain way, which was to throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Through a gap in the gate?
Yeah,
Remember
poor
what you
hero's
said
ball.
before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least
30 feet, right?
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible! Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer, because he is the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Yeah.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Looks like we're doing it.
With that, we can end this.
We're closing it.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Poor Leon. Yeah. So that one has to go there. How do I move it? Oh, just move that. First, when Sayaka attacked the killer with the knife, they noticed something in my room. That should have been that. And then that one. Drop the knife. Wait, hold on. What's that one say? After the killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what did we do next? Is that the one where we drop the knife? I don't know. I'll do the rest, then it should become obvious. After she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last of her strength to leave something behind. Oh yeah, that would have been the dying message. There we go. Act 3, used the lint roller to clean everything up. Threw the ball to turn the incinerator on. Then he chucked the evidence in the fire. The piece of evidence left behind in the trash room was the burn piece. Yeah, Leon did kind of do it to himself there, didn't he? Hold on, that can't be right. No. I don't know. Shit. I'll reenact
Killer
it.
is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
I missed one.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Oh yeah, the screwdriver.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Here's exactly what happened. Finding herself cornered, the killer went after her. What they didn't know was that Sayaka knew.
Correct. Well done.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Sad but happy.
part of the
Yeah.
shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
You tell him,
all of
Max.
this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I hated the blue-haired girl. I forgot how to spell her name. The blue-haired girl. Oh, Sayaka. They used something of their own to remove the screws. Could it have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable proof that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Yeah, she just caved in.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Where's your proof?
There it
This
is.
should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
I don't hate her because she tried to... I don't like her because she tried to blame the kill on Makoto. You got a good point there. I mean, she was worried about her friends, you know, who are part of the pop group and stuff, but then again, she did have a bit of a redemption in the end, didn't she? You know, writing the dying message to try and make amends, you know.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Oof.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Isn't that even worse? Because she's blaming someone on something on someone she trusts, and that's just breaking his trust to her. Well, I mean, they did know each other and stuff like that, but not like really close or anything. I mean, like, if you were even closer to one another, then I think perhaps she probably wouldn't have done it. But with the fact that we were close enough to get like an attachment, so to speak, you know, that there's a link of there that you can trust, but not so close enough so you can actually pin it on someone and get away with it, I suppose. Yeah, Leon's fucked. $79, can't be bad.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Oop, poop, poo.
Okay, then
Wow.
let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What a fucking surprise. Right, I'm just gonna be one sec. I really, really need to pee, guys. So, I'm just gonna be right back. Alright guys, I am back. Sorry about that. I really did need to go there. I was trying to hold it on for as long as possible, but I couldn't do it. Alright, let's get this on the road. Looks like you got it right on the money. The black in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first. So there you go. There is the absolute evidence that Leon definitely did kill her, which kind of debunks the theory that Hifumi was actually the one who killed her. Still, it's kind of sad though, isn't it?
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Unlucky indeed.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything becomes clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd be wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. You lost Makoto's weird look that works on the cosmos level, broken door frame and all that. Yes, absolutely. Taka's face. Oof. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we are trapped in here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. Oop, those girls are pretty. It's a lie.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Right guys, this is a perfect opportunity now for me to bring something up. It's a Photoshop image that I made of Sayaka with the snake thing going on. I mentioned it last stream. So I'm just going to expand it and then reveal it. Boom. There we go. I photoshopped a snake's tongue on it. It's not very good, but well, it's one of those, isn't it? So what do you think? It's kind of terrible in its own way, but oh well. Let's move on anyway. I don't think she has a stake. I agree with Kyoko's assessment. Yeah, I mean, Sayaka had her reasons at the end of the day, you know? Aw, 10 out of 10. Thanks so much. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must be sure terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships? She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing around with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
there I was told. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would to leave a bruise. Well, to be fair, Makoto does have a wimpy body, doesn't he?
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. And she failed because she couldn't do it. Yeah. Damn it. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of a killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Yes, punishment.
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? Yes, Queen. When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself into the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You have had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No,
why...
that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical but an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, Well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
If she didn't die, then she'd probably killed someone later. I'm thinking that's a strong possibility. I mean, at the end of the day, she obviously thought about committing it, you know, now, kind of thing. So there's no way to say that she wouldn't do it later on.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Here we go.
No!
Rip. Well, I guess that's the end of that then. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else would we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you all doing this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, seriously society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Love Mondo's makeup. Pretty cool. I like it personally. Gives him quite a defined look. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets of the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free outside of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you all learn the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills! Kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I mean, I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Do we have TVs and phone? If we do, I would stay there forever. No TVs, no phone. After all, we are trapped and confined from the outside world, so... Hey little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Oof. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact she can never change. But even to the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used the last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. You cheesy fuck nugget. Jesus Christ. Why would you even do that, you know? Chapter 1, to survive. The end. Surviving students, 12. To be continued. You received the Despair Bat present. Do I want to save? Yes, I will indeed save. Oh, okay, he scared me. Who scared you? I think we go to bed now. We'll check the bathroom. It's gone. When he said he was a psychic. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, no one wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. The atmosphere in Trigger Happy Havoc is so much more oppressive than the other two games. That's true. It is, the atmosphere is just that bit darker, isn't it? I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said?
Ha 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 ha!
I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom. For fuck's sake, Taka. Ugh.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? Thank you, Mondo. Thank you. Stupid bear kind of reminds me of Kikichi. Yeah. Be practically one and the same, aren't they? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together, the mastermind, work together against the mastermind, no one will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy. Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be a much more powerful person than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they are providing for our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. Togami is very interesting with my emotions. I don't really like him and don't really hate him. Yeah, I mean, he is pretty level-headed, but he is also cold. You don't like him because of how cold he is, but you can't not admire him because of how intelligent he is as well. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live, even if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But...
So,
if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? Yeah, Byakuya does go through like a little arc as well, which is pretty cool. That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Masochist, that's it. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we had refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you? That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What was that just now? Was he saying it's our fault what happened? That's pretty cool, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? It means when you're like pain, emotional and physical. To be honest, if I was in a killing game, I would never actually be in my room and be in someone else's room all the time. Well, that'd be pretty interesting. And so, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2. Boy's Life of Despair. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement, and he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen in fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Does he have a manga on his head? Oh, you mean Yasuhiro in that introduction thing? I don't know. I think it was. Yeah, and Taka following the rules. Doesn't it feel just great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sound pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for? So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise. Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay, so then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What
the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get away with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want, enjoy the brave new world, post-trial world, till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused as to when he showed up. But a new world?
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we have to search for school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a more like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as our signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. Alright then guys, it's been quite a long stream already, so I am definitely going to leave it there. Thank you very much for everybody who has attended. I will be doing another stream tomorrow as well. It'll be roughly at the same time. I don't know where you guys are in the world. However, I can tell you what it would be in my time. Yeah. In my time, it would be about 8 PM BST. So if I just, I'll type that in the chat now. It's asking me to sign into chat. Oh, sorry, I'll do it on my phone. Okay, I'm going to type it in on my other account on my phone. So it should come up now. So 8 PM BST, that's when I will be next streaming. Yeah, it stands for British Summertime. So at the moment, it's coming up to 11:30 at night. So yeah, it'll be 8 PM BST, guys, that'll be next streaming. Alright guys, thank you very much for everybody who has showed up and for the new subscriptions and everything like that. It truly is appreciated. And if you can make it into the next stream, that's absolutely brilliant and I'll see you there. However, if I don't see you in the next stream because you're busy or whatever, then you'll be able to catch up on the playlist on my channel anyway. So thank you very much for everybody who attended. It truly is appreciated and thank you for the support. So guys, I will see you in the next stream. Have a good one.